go viral. We're gonna go viral. We're gonna go viral. Oh! That is not. That's not what I expected.
Did somebody order PSLs?
That's not what I expected. Wow.
Happy Halloween.
Oh my God.
Toto, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. Wait, you're not Toto, you're Penny. Oh, my little girly.
That's not what I expected.
That actually was the last
That's the
thing.
last thing I
Actually, that didn't even come to my mind as an option.
did not enter my thoughts. I didn't realize.
The hair.
This wig is crazy. It's so thick. These pigtails are crazy.
I'm dead. Wow.
Wow.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. That's better than I ever thought it would be.
Oh my gosh. I cannot.
The mustache is throwing me. The mustache is giving. Yeah.
Well, there we go. Now Dorothy's in the studio. Dorothy's got to hear shit.
Wait, like look down and then look up.
No. No. I'm Glinda.
I'm Elphaba.
And we
used to live together. I messed up. I feel like I messed up the lines there.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry.
We did used to live together back at Oz. Do you remember those days, Elfie?
At dear old Shiz.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not
My
Oz. Dear old Shiz.
Dear old Shiz. Do you remember that, Elfie?
I do, Glinda. If you're listening and not watching, that won't make any sense to you.
Turn off your Spotify and go to YouTube immediately. Not just for us.
Not just
because we also have another special guest in the room.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Why, hello. Good morning.
For the listening audience, this is our Halloween episode.
Yes.
And therefore, we had to show up and show out. Mm-hmm. Show up and show off?
Yeah.
Introduce yourself. Go ahead, Hannah.
I'm Glinda with a G.
G. Tell them what you're wearing.
Oh.
I was like, what are you doing?
I'm wearing a crown.
Yeah.
Pink dress.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
That's all. That's all,
and
folks.
I am Elphaba. I am wearing all black with a witch's hat. And I did paint my face green with this nasty makeup from Party City.
Yeah.
So I will be ripping my face off after this.
Yeah. The second we're done.
Immediately. Like the second we hit the stop.
Mm-hmm.
And AJ is
Dorothy.
It looks great.
Do you like the dress?
I honestly,
you're the best dressed in this room.
Yeah.
Should I stand up?
Yeah. Give him a twirl.
Oh my gosh. It is scandalously short and I love it.
I love it.
That was free. If you want more, you're going to have to pay for it.
The Patreon. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
To all our roomies. What's good, my dude? I'm forgetting how to do this because I'm so like wrapped up in our costumes.
I'm just like, I'm hyped right now. Yeah. I can't even focus.
We haven't even had.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, before we begin, let's start with this.
We should do a cheers.
A cheers. So, if you recall from a couple episodes ago, or maybe the last episode, I've never had a pumpkin spice latte before.
Yeah.
So today, AJ went and got us pumpkin spice latte so I can try it on the air here, right on the pod, live, to see what it's like.
Yeah.
So, cheers.
Should we do a toast?
A toast. Oh.
Here.
Cece, you're in it too.
Oh, Cassie. Hey.
Hey.
So the four of us are having these hot
PSLs.
Yeah. From Starbucks.
Yes.
Here's to
love.
Oh, we're doing that.
Here's to love.
Here's to love.
Here's to honor. If you can't come in her, come honor.
Oh, that is pumpkin-y.
It's good.
And that is good.
Yeah?
I don't taste the coffee at all. So it's delicious.
Oh my, you're a PSL girly. Mm-hmm. Elfie would.
Wow. Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would.
It's cozy, right?
Very cozy. Yeah. I don't know that I would willingly like go to Starbucks for it, but if someone were like, "Hey, do you want one?" and I'll be like, "Okay,
yeah,
I'll get one."
Yay!
My first. This has never been in my mouth.
What was that?
One more time.
I was just gonna say that this has never been in my mouth.
Yeah.
And now that it is, wow.
I love the taste.
Yowza. So thank you for that, Dorothy. What a blessing.
Yeah, what a delivery.
You came all the way from Kansas.
I know, thank you.
Goodness
all
gracious.
the way from Kansas.
Did you take the yellow brick road the whole way?
I did.
No, she took a tornado. What's good, my dude?
Oh my gosh, what's good? What did I do? I don't know.
Last night?
Oh, last night.
Yeah.
I went out on the town.
You sure did.
Have you ever hung out in downtown Santa Ana?
I have been.
It's a vibe.
You painted the town red.
Yeah. You could say that. You could say I was out in the street.
And you were drinking.
I was drinking.
You were vibing.
We went to 3 different spots.
Oh, wow.
There was actually like the last place we went to is called Vacation. And
That's the name of the bar?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It was really good.
What a great name for a bar.
I know.
Where are you going? Vacation?
It was so cute in there. They had a DJ and then their pizza was like bomb. Like Roberta's style.
No.
Yeah.
We should go.
Yeah, it was really good.
Okay.
So it was fun.
Yeah.
Little night out on the town.
Okay.
Another update is Lorenzo and I spent most of our day yesterday finally putting together our gallery wall.
Wait, on which
in
wall?
our living room.
Oh, in the living room. Wait, which wall? The wall
where Travis Kelce is. Travis has been moved.
So where he used to be.
Where he used to be.
Okay.
So that whole wall now we have everything.
What's on it? What's on the wall?
Maybe a little print you got me from New York.
Wow.
I don't know.
What an honor.
We finally hung up the jerseys.
Wait, you had one already.
Yeah, but we moved it. So it's like they're like integrated with all of our other.
Oh, so it's like cute now. Yeah. Okay, wait. You should post a photo of that.
I will.
That's cute.
We're just waiting on one more frame.
Okay.
And then it will be complete.
Yeah.
Because we still have like one blank spot, but this one poster had a very specific.
Is it all prints or is it like photos?
It's all prints.
Obviously the jerseys, but.
It's all prints besides.
The jerseys.
No, concert posters too.
Oh, and posters. Yeah.
And I bet prints, yeah. Like we have ones from all of our trips, like Mexico and Toronto, Montreal.
Cute.
Now New York.
Yay.
So we have all of those up. And then we have this one poster from Ben Schwartz's improv show that we went to. And it's like so skinny and so long. And it's really funny because at the bottom, it's his like half of his face, like just his eyes and forehead. The rest is all his hair. Because you know how he has like such big hair.
Yeah.
So it's cute. But so that's what we're waiting on.
For that like
that very specific frame. Yeah.
Because it's not a usual size. Yeah. Okay. That's fun.
Yeah. So it was really fun putting that all together. You know, Lorenzo is famously the Mount Master.
Oh, is he ever?
Yeah.
That dude. If you need.
What's his nickname?
He is the Mount Master.
Okay.
Interpret that how you will, but if you need a frame hung on the wall, he's your guy.
And he's hung too? Wow.
No comment.
So he just took control.
I bet he did. What did you do to help?
Well, it was my vision.
Oh, okay. He executed your vision.
I was the creative director.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and he was just mounting.
Okay. Yeah. That's fun. Yeah. How long did all that take?
A couple hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you put a lot of like effort and energy into making it cute.
Gallery walls are tricky. Like
I've seen somewhere I'm like, oh, too much.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because it's like a really fine line. Like you can't have too much space between them, but if they're too close together, it's overwhelming. Yeah, so we had to play with it for a little bit.
You think you struck the right balance?
I think we did it.
I can't wait to see.
I think we
You should
did
post it for.
I will. Yeah. I will. I'm excited about it. It just feels like more homey.
Aww.
I don't know. We've been wanting to do it for so long. You know how we have so many posters.
Yes, you do.
So.
Did your roommates care at all about it? No. They're like, okay.
I don't think they were even home. You know?
They're like, what's different in here? Stop, AJ. Stop.
Dorothy, can you focus? We're working.
Oh, sorry. I'm playing with my pigtails. They're so dense. My hair is so full and heavy.
Wow, great volume.
Just a healthy girl.
Yeah.
It's all that corn you're eating in Kansas.
My beautiful red hair.
What's good with you, my dude?
Well, if you saw on my story, I had an opportunity to visit for the second time in my life a pumpkin patch.
Yeah.
We were there, like you said, for about an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you don't need to be there for a long time. You go.
Unless you're like doing a photo shoot or something.
Right. Or like maybe you're a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, there were children with us.
Yeah.
But even then, I think we did everything we wanted to see and do for, it was like maybe an hour, just over an hour.
Mm-hmm.
But people actually bought, like Cassie and Lauren bought pumpkins. And I'm like, oh, people are like buying pumpkins here.
No, what did you think happened?
I didn't know. I didn't realize that a pumpkin patch is for buying the pumpkins.
Huh.
I thought it was just, I just thought like you go for the vibes and like you take the photos with the pumpkins.
Okay.
But no, it's like they're selling these pumpkins and people are like in the wheelbarrows.
Yeah.
You put them in there.
Yeah.
You're familiar.
Yeah.
Not your first pumpkin patch.
You're familiar with the American tradition of a pumpkin patch.
Yeah. I didn't realize that you're actually going there to buy, and they bought like, I don't know, like 6 or 8 pumpkins.
Yeah, that's what you do.
And they're cheap too.
Yeah. I think we got all that.
Big old thing.
No, we got like huge things for like $50. It was like, I don't know, like 8 of them. So, okay, now I know, like when someone says, hey, we're going to the pumpkin patch, I'm going to know now. They're probably going to buy pumpkins. Do you go, like, would you ever go to a pumpkin patch and not buy a pumpkin? Like, is that, like, no, you wouldn't do that.
Probably not for me, no. I'm leaving with a pumpkin.
You're there.
Even if it's a small one.
Yeah.
You're there for a reason.
I'm getting a pumpkin.
You're getting a pumpkin.
Even if I've already gone and purchased pumpkins, I will buy at least one more pumpkin.
Okay, now I know.
Yeah.
And it was like a fun little, you go around, you see all the...
I know, I saw you were on a train.
Yeah, I was on the train with the kiddos. That was cute.
It's fun with kids.
Yeah. I think for some reason, they eat it up. They're they're all over. They're like, running. And Emerson was literally trying to chomp on the pumpkin. So we're like, don't eat that.
Yeah.
So, it was fun. It was my second time. And now I know, I feel like that second time was like the full experience.
It's so hard. I'm just staring at you in your green makeup.
It's hard to focus.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
While looking at this mug.
I'm here.
So yeah, we did that. And the other thing we did yesterday, have you ever heard of high school band competitions, like a field show?
Yeah.
Randomly, we're like, should we go to, what did we say? How did we even come up with that?
Well, we were driving home from the pumpkin patch.
Yeah.
And we passed by Costa Mesa High School.
Oh, that's right.
And there was a band tournament going on there.
Uh-huh.
And then it prompted the idea that we should see.
You might be thinking, oh, they went to Costa Mesa High School for that competition. We did not. We drove all the way to Chino Hills.
We went to Chino Hills to go watch the WBA show.
At Ayala High School.
Oh my gosh.
In Chino Hills.
Which had the best high school bands in California.
Including AJ's alma mater at Awanda High School. We were seeing if El Dorado was there, but they were not there.
They've gone downhill.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, for real.
Oh, they're like not good.
No.
Oh, well.
Because they did a changing of the staff. And
okay. Well, I didn't see Loera either, so, I don't know how well they do now. But
how was it?
It was, let's just say it was kind of exciting to watch.
Yeah.
And
it was great.
The color guard, all I kept thinking was like, wow, Hannah was doing this?
Yes.
Like you were a color guard in the field show.
Yes.
And you were like out there.
Yeah.
Like throwing the sabers, throwing the rifles.
Yes.
I was impressed.
Which was your favorite?
Saber.
Saber?
Oh,
Yeah.
Because is it easier than a rifle or?
No, it just feels more badass. No, it's just like the way, like the move, like we always brought out the sabers during the ballads because it's more of like a
so dramatic.
Yeah, it's more of like a flowy, like during the closer is like the rifles because it's like boom, boom, boom,
or the flags.
And the flags.
Yeah.
But like the sabers were always like the special like little feature that came out during like
They're more
the slow
delicate.
songs.
Okay.
Yeah, except they hurt the most.
When you catch them,
one girl
sliced her hand.
Came down on her.
No, on her what? On her
She
face?
threw it and it landed on her forehead and like
Sliced her?
like point down on her forehead and it opened up her forehead at band camp.
She needed stitches.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Now she has a scar. That's crazy.
Yeah. So I feel like it was the scariest.
Sorry, hold on. Who let her throw a saber
gonna
at
say-
band camp?
I know.
You don't start with those.
Oh, you're
Well,
saying
we were-
that shouldn't have happened.
Well, we were all seniors.
You're saying she knew better?
Yeah, I think. No, I just think it was like she was tired. She wasn't thinking, and
Okay.
just
Oh man.
yeah, like
Is it the way she threw it?
yeah,
Must
and
have been.
also like well, as you saw with the field shows, we're like weaving in and out of the band.
Correct.
So like when you're practicing, and if you have to throw something right after you like go past the saxophone player, like it could like put you off balance.
Right.
There's like so many things.
A lot of factors.
Yeah. So
A lot of moving parts, literally.
yeah. No, but it's crazy. Like every year before band camp, we'd print out like our drills. Is that what they're called? The drills? Yeah. Yeah, dot books. And so we'd have them like on our little index
That tells you where to go?
Yeah.
Or like
and,
what the choreography
like you were
is?
assigned a number.
Uh-huh.
So it would be like, okay, I'm number 12. I start at the 50. Then I have to walk over to the 30. Or I have to jazz run to the 30.
Okay, that's one thing that I did notice. Like if I were, because they do all the, the kind of complicated formations and whatnot. And I'm like, how do they remember? How do they know where they are, first of all?
Because like low key is boot camp and people are
yeah. Well, and
if you mess up.
like I know that they have the markers on the like the 50, the 40, they have all the markers on the yard lines, but to me I'm like, you guys are doing it's a lot of brain work happening.
I know.
While you're playing instruments or while you're throwing the flags or whatever. So it's like
I know.
I know I don't. So you guys know.
It is crazy like to think we did that. Like I don't know. Like I had that in my brain. Like like the hours of practice. Remembering
do you guys
everything.
when you're rehearsing the routine, do you do it without instruments first? Like just to get like all the blocking and everything, or no?
I mean, it depends on how.
Or do you learn the music first?
It depends on how your staff wanted to approach it. But usually it was like you start with music.
You start with
get your music, you play your music, and then drill is separate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and it's like the way that the band specifically has to like move their feet. Like, because they all have to be in unison when they're marching.
Yeah.
And if they have to like move backwards, they
have to march backwards.
Yeah. So there's so many.
Do you have huge calves from that?
I mean, that's from where do you think these are from? I did band for like 7 years.
Yeah.
That's where your calves are from?
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. Well, I mean, it was very
Have you
impressive.
seen Marty's legs?
No, that's what I'm
It's the
saying.
same
Marty
thing.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see Cassie's legs?
Cassie was also.
There's a
band.
trend going on.
Man, we should have been marchers.
Well,
you were.
Yeah.
Kind of.
yeah. And then it was crazy too because you had to know where to leave your stuff. Like you had specific places where I would leave my flag so that it would be ready for me when I had to go pick it up.
I noticed that too.
Yeah.
Some of those girls were moving. They were like moving
You
fast.
have to jazz run like 50 yards.
It's crazy. And well, my favorite part is like usually it's in sync with the music, but when the girls like throw whatever it is, maybe the rifles, and like, it lands, they catch it exactly as the music ends, and it's like you're waiting for it, and you're like, it makes me so anxious because I'm like, is she gonna catch it?
Did
Please?
you see any like bad fails?
Not too bad.
Okay.
Not too bad.
Well, and not color guard.
Oh, okay.
I mean, obviously you see people drop it.
Yeah.
That's just normal.
AJ was quite critical of some bands.
Okay. I feel like I would be too low key.
Yeah.
Well, when you used to teach, you develop an ear.
Yeah.
Yeah. And meanwhile, I couldn't tell the difference with like any of the music or whatever. I'm like, at the end of every routine, I'd be like, oh, that was really good. And I turn to Cassie and AJ, they're like, not good. And I'm like, oh, it was not good?
Yeah. Well, it's scary because after the competitions, like the judges are recording their feedback.
Yeah.
And so like there's a color guard specific judge and we'd be listening and they'll straight up be like, girl on the 25, like out of sync with the others. Like, so if you're that girl, you're like, oh shit, that's me.
Was that ever you?
It was me, yeah. There was one time
you were the girl on the 25.
There was one time I dropped it and they called me out on the tape.
Like
I dropped a rifle.
Was it a critical moment?
Yeah. But I tripped. I had to run and catch it and I tripped.
Well,
you live and learn.
You live and learn.
It happens.
Yeah.
Not every performance could be good.
Yeah.
It's just chicken.
It's just chicken. And it was always the best when you got to stand like next to the hot bandos.
I forgot to ask you guys, there must have been some crossover romance between Color Guard and band. There has to have been, right?
Yes.
Like a drum line,
No.
like a snare drummer and like a Color Guard.
Oh, yeah. Like,
right?
For us, it was like, yeah, the drum line and then the trumpets were just
the trumpets were hotties.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so if you were a Color Guard member that got to like dance around the trumpets,
you were dancing.
I was
you were.
I was like, oh, me? Yeah, I'll do it. Don't worry about it. I'll go by the trumpet.
Was that true for?
Well, when you have a school that has a band program of like 200 kids, there's going to be a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's too much for me to go into detail.
Okay.
It was so.
There's so much lore.
It's messy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Everyone dating everyone.
Right.
Oh wow.
It's just an exchanging of partner. You know, like Wife Swap, that TV show. It's pretty much that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the rumors about band camp are true.
So many people that I went to high school with are married to
their to either the Color Guard or the band or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's wild.
Well, they get
you're
high school sweethearts,
yeah.
and you guys were in the band.
Worked for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, should we get into our Halloween, our main event?
Yes.
We got a couple of things planned.
I know. Actually, should
you?
Well,
go ahead.
Okay, I was just going to say I had a visitor stop by.
We must hear from the visitor.
So, if you listened last Halloween, we got into this tradition, and honestly, I don't know how we got chosen. But Jackie, so there's this there's
this magical sprite, you could say.
Her name is Jackie Lantern.
Jackie Lantern.
And so one day you'll wake up and this bag will be on your door. And then throughout the month of October, you're just getting treats.
It's a bag of treats.
Yeah.
Not a bag of shiz.
No.
It's a bag of treats.
Of treats.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so she already did it for our house. But then, like yesterday.
Did she visit the studio?
Yeah.
The pod studio?
I fear she did. And she made bags for all of you guys.
Oh my gosh. Even Cassie?
Even Cassie.
Cassie, get in here.
And she was like, I need you to deliver this for me. Like she kind of whispered it.
Yeah.
In a way.
Well, from if history serves me correctly, you and Jackie have formed kind of a close relationship.
You could say
you're kind of her ambassador.
I've never met her, but we know.
Yeah. You know, it's kind of like Peter Parker and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Jackie. Wow.
Dorothy.
Wow.
Oh, I don't know. However.
Oh, Cassie, can you bring that?
This is for Dorothy. This is for you, Cassie.
Wow. Should we open here on the air?
Yeah. I fear Jackie got really excited about Cassie's bag.
Oh, the Milano.
Wait, no, like low-key, I think she's a roomie.
Oh, Jackie is a roomie for sure.
Jackie, you didn't.
Yeah.
I love these. Would you thank her for me?
I will. I'll send her a text. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. The Hershey's cookies and cream, which I love.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You.
Trail
Jackie.
Jackie, you bitch.
You're pranking me with this candy corn crunch trail mix. She knew. Wow.
I know.
Wow. Next time I see Jackie, it's on site.
It's on site.
It's on site.
Ooh, a Snickers ghoulish green. Ooh, I see a big drink in here. You know I love a bevy.
Oh.
Ooh, All Hallows treat.
Oh,
is this a
wow.
beer? It's a It's a chocolate peanut butter stout.
You love Dorothy loves
Dorothy loves a stout.
Dorothy loves a stout.
Jackie's husband Jack helped pick that one.
Wow,
out.
Jack.
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
And to go with the peanut butter stout, a Reese's Pieces.
Wow. Oh, do you say Reese's?
No, I don't.
Okay.
That was a troll. I'm a normal human being that says Reese's Pieces.
Yeah.
Pumpkin shape. That's cute. Oh, how adorable to match the stout. And then, just a few of my favorite Sour Patch candies.
Wow.
Jackie didn't put any of those in yours because
she knows
knew.
better.
She knew. Yeah.
And I got my own trail mix. Wow. Thank you, Jackie.
Cassie, come open your bag.
Cassie, come back.
We want to know what Jackie got you. We'll shout it out for you. Oh, an assortment of candy. Trail mix. You got trail mix too? Jackie, you bitch. More candy. More trail mix.
Wow, you got double.
And what is that?
A little collagen mask.
A collagen mask. Wow.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a little
She was very excited about this.
What is that?
bar soap.
Oh,
Jackie bought one for herself as well. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that Jackie is a girl's girl.
Yeah.
Like she knows. Yeah.
Jackie smelled that and was like, okay, I'll take 2.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah.
Wow. Jackie Lantern. Hey, give it up for Jackie Lantern.
We love her.
We love her. That is some deep lore from when we used to live together.
What did you think when
when
I first
when you first
rolled out? Spoiler alert. I'm joking.
When you first rolled out Jackie, I was like, okay, this is either brilliant or unhinged. Like Hannah has lost her mind. But when I got into the Halloween spirit and saw that all the treats and really when it comes down to it, it's a labor of love for Jackie.
Yeah.
That she's blessing her roommates. She's blessing her roomies with these Halloween treats.
Yes.
So once I figured out that this was, more of a heartfelt thing, I was like, hey, Jackie, you keep doing you, babe. You do it. Thank you for all these treats. And if you're visiting every house on Halloween night, not unlike Santa Claus on Christmas Eve.
Right.
More power to you.
Yeah.
God bless you, Jackie Lantern,
God bless.
So, so thank you for that.
Yeah.
That's hey, we just want to let the roomies in on our little tradition of Jackie Lantern.
Yeah.
And hey, if you want to start your own,
it's fun.
If you have kids, imagine
it's really fun.
Imagine the phenomenon of Jackie Lantern sweeps the nation. It's like Elf on a Shelf.
Yes,
but it's Jackie Lantern.
Honestly,
what if you could literally make it like a Elf on the Shelf?
Yeah.
It's not a board game. It's like like the Elf on the Shelf is not a board game.
Right.
No.
But it's just like a thing.
Yeah.
You can make your own little game that you sell at Walmart. Like imagine that.
Not us monetizing Jackie Lantern.
Monetize Jackie Lantern. Business idea.
It was like the way, do you remember when I put the things up and then I was like, I decorated and then I was like, oh, we had a visitor and I just came up with that name.
Oh, that was on the spot.
Jackie
All
Lantern.
that improv training is really serving you. Yes, and Jackie. Wow. Okay. Well, that takes care of that. Let's move right along to.
I've been so excited.
Let's move right along to other traditions that we had individually growing up.
Yeah.
And
for Halloween
specifically, as you know,
I know.
You could say there was a bit of a drought or a famine when it comes to traditions in my family.
Yeah.
Mostly because we didn't know we didn't know what the traditions were in this country at the time. And can I just say, I think I've only gone truly, officially trick-or-treating twice in my whole life. And
it makes me want to cry.
Is that a sad thing to say? I don't know. I don't know that I'm missing anything because it's
no.
Am I?
Viewer.
You are.
And I can tell you both times what my costumes were. The first time I went with just me and my grandpa.
That's cute.
God rest his soul, Hector.
That's really cute.
I was dressed as E Honda. I think I've told you this.
Yeah.
E Honda is a character from Street Fighter. He was the sumo wrestler. And we just went a few houses and then we were done. And then the other time I was dressed as
How old were you?
Oh, I was maybe, I don't know, 9-ish, in that range. And then the next time around, I was just a few years older, and I think I was a surgeon or a doctor.
A slutty one?
No, not a sexy doctor, just a boring doctor out of a stethoscope and like a mask or whatever. And yeah, just like a few houses, and then we were done. And I thought, I don't know that it was anything. You know, I wasn't blown away by it. Was I missing something? Maybe it's because I didn't go with like friends. Would you go trick or treating with friends? Is that what it is?
I think you were. First off, you were definitely missing something.
Okay.
Something magical.
Something like kind of critical to childhood.
You've seen Hocus Pocus.
I've seen Hocus Pocus.
And you like the scenes where you see all the kids running around.
Yeah.
Like.
Or even like Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. So I think I trick or treated even when I was a baby. My mom wanted candy too.
It was more for her.
Yeah. So my mom took me out. Well, and my brother's 7 years older.
Okay.
So we were going I've just always gone trick or treating.
Okay.
And I went trick or treating probably until like my sophomore year of high school.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's just the best.
I have chaperoned, like when my cousins were younger, I was like the chaperone for them.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't trick or treating, but I was kind of with them.
Yeah.
So AJ, what was your experience with this?
Well, I lived in a neighborhood that was like a big giant like circle, pretty much, and everybody in that circle had kids. So the streets were flooded with kids.
Mm-hmm.
So then we would all go out together,
like all your neighborhood friends.
Yeah, like all the neighborhood friends, we would go out together and then just go to like the houses.
And it was a blast.
Yeah, and it was fun. It was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
it was the best time of my whole life.
Okay.
I have so many fond memories.
Yeah, so many
I was
stories.
like a ninja like 4 or 3 times. I did one of the classic, like you get a sheet
and you're a ghost
and you poke holes and you're just a ghost.
Okay.
But we were all skating. So it was a bunch of skating ghosts.
Wait, that's actually kind of cool.
And that was fun.
Yeah.
And then it's like we would leave our neighborhood and go to like the other neighborhoods.
Okay.
That were in the area and go meet our friends.
Were you like hooligans? Did you cause trouble?
It's Halloween. That's what you do.
Did you egg houses or TP houses?
Yeah, of course. Did? That's what you do. That's what Halloween's about. Trick or treat. Hello. The that's when the mischievous kids come about. That's what you do.
That's so rude.
No, we would toilet paper houses.
You did?
Well.
That's what you do.
Oh my gosh.
It's kids being
Maybe
kids.
that's why I didn't participate.
And when you time it right and those sprinklers come on right after the toilet paper is there.
Oh, not the sprinklers.
My mom would drive me and my friends around to toilet paper.
Mary. Mary, you bitch.
It was part of being a kid.
Yeah. No, my brother was a bully.
Was he?
Because when he's so much older than me. When he was in high school, him and his friends would go and like hide in bushes
and scare people
and scare other kids and then steal their candy.
Yeah, that's like what you do when you're like older.
Yeah, you just bully kids.
Did you steal people's candy?
No.
But I was like cool because it was my brother who was doing it, so I just like got to walk by like unscathed.
Oh my gosh. What were some of the costumes that you were?
I mean, I talked about this last year, but my favorite was when my mom made me my electrical parade costume.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Nothing beats that.
Nothing can really beat that. But I just remember like, because when I was younger, I had the same things I always wanted to be. Like I wanted to be Pocahontas, Esmeralda, and then...
Do you have photos of these?
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah?
Yeah, maybe on the Patreon?
Okay, yeah. And then Josie and the Pussycats. Those were my top 3 that I would just kind of rotate.
Yeah.
And then it's like when you get older, it's like, okay, I got to start looking cute.
Oh, because you're like a teenager.
So then you like go to Party City. And have you experienced that?
What?
Or you like walk into Party City and it's literally like a menu for, I don't know if it's still like this, but like it's like a menu for costumes.
Okay.
It's like pictures of all of their options. And then you're like, okay, I want to be the nurse. And they'll give you the thing to try on.
Oh, that's interesting.
So I used to go with my mom and she would be like, no, you can't be that. That's
you can't
too
be a
short.
sexy nurse.
Yeah.
But you wanted to be a sexy
I
nurse.
did.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like this is all foreign.
I know. And then I remember like, I think it was my junior year of high school. We just had like a Halloween party, and I remember thinking like, this is lame. I want to go.
Who had Halloween party?
Like just a bunch of my friends.
Okay.
Like it was just at my friend's house, and I was like,
All you wanted to do was get candy.
I was like, this is kind of lame.
Let's go trick or treating. Wait, was it like alcohol, that kind of party?
Yeah.
So you're like not interested in
And
that.
I was like, I just want to like go run around and get
Candy.
candy.
I don't want to drink.
And I wore a costume that my mom, I lied to her and said I wasn't gonna. I told her, me and my friends are dressing up as presents, and I showed her like a picture of what we were gonna do. And it was like a big cardboard box.
Like a wrapped present.
Yeah.
Like a gift.
But no, mama.
Underneath was what?
No, we wrapped our bodies in wrapping paper. And then it was so bad. And I lied to my mom because she didn't want me wearing anything like,
Too risque.
scandalous. And then she saw pictures.
Oh,
and
no.
she was like, you wore this? Like, I could post those too.
On the
Me and my
Patreon.
friends.
That must go on the
Yeah.
Patreon. You just use wrapping paper as your like.
Dress.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's actually kind of funny because it's like, oh, what are you supposed to be? You're like, I'm
your
a
present.
gift. I'm your present is crazy.
Then we had like bows. And, yeah, it was wild. So
Wow.
Yeah.
You're kind of like a baddie.
no, it was just that one year.
Oh,
After that, it was like,
back to the electrical.
I'll go work trunk or treats
Oh.
at the church.
trunk or treat.
You know, trunk or
No.
treat.
Oh, yeah. Can we just talk about that for just 1 second? How like churches, specifically like Christian churches, are like, it's not a Halloween event. It's
Yeah.
like our fall harvest.
Yeah.
It's like our anti-Halloween.
Do you guys know what the city of Orange is calling theirs
Currently?
for this year?
What?
Treats in the streets. Which is, it's like too close to like
Treats in the streets.
freak in the sheet.
Yeah.
It just like
Treats in
so
the
dumb.
streets, freak in the sheets. Well, I kind of like it.
Just
I
call
like
it. Just call it Halloween, dude. Like
and they have banners
Halloween Fest.
everywhere in the orange
Yeah.
circle, and I'm just like, you could have picked any name.
No, they knew. They know what they're doing.
Treats in the street. I want to be a tree in
I
the
want to
street.
be dressed up as a gift. Wrap yourself up. That's crazy. Okay, well, any other Halloween traditions that we want to?
I mean, well, I grew up with a very spooky brother, so we watched like Halloween movies
Yeah.
all the time.
Okay.
Like my brother probably is Jack Skellington. You know,
Yeah.
he's like
He's the Pumpkin King.
He's the Pumpkin King. So I always grew up like watching those movies with him and my mom.
Yeah.
So
I will say, like, now that I am an adult, like you were saying last time, AJ, like now that I'm an adult, it's nice that I am able to participate now
Mhm.
because I'm choosing to, right? And when I have friends like you and others who do these things, it's like,
Mhm.
oh, I can be a part of this now. What?
wait, I just had the craziest flashback.
What?
When you dress up as Indiana Jones.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was good.
That was for trunk or treat at
Yeah.
church.
No, but didn't we go to a party?
We had also a dress up party.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Not me calling it a dress up party.
A dress up party. Oh, because I was Leslie Knope.
You were Leslie Knope and I was Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
That was fun.
That was
so
really
like
fun.
yeah, participating now as an adult is fun because it's like you're with your friends and it's now I understand and I can comprehend kind of like it's fun. It's
Yeah.
just like a fun thing to do
Yeah.
with your friends. So growing up I didn't know one because I didn't really have friends growing up. And so I wasn't allowed to do a lot of these things. I wasn't allowed to participate. So
yeah.
now that I'm able to, I will say, yeah, let your kids just have fun. Like I think
Yeah.
it's important to kind of let them be part of the culture and the kind of the traditions growing up. And if they don't, you're gonna end up like me who only went trick-or-treating twice. Which hey, I think I came out all right.
So like
I turned out all right.
So what did you do? Because I remember like in elementary school and
Mm-hmm.
stuff, we would do like a costume parade and like you would trick or treat in classrooms.
I don't know if I participated, I probably wasn't wearing a costume.
Oh, okay.
I just wasn't,
Okay.
But
But you were still allowed to like do things like your mom didn't take you out of school that day?
Oh, no.
Like,
I think if it's happening at school, usually it's like it's fine.
Okay.
But like anything outside of school, even it was kind of a stretch to be an ASB even.
Yeah.
You know?
I remember that. Yeah.
But, if it was outside of school, it was kind of, we weren't like on Halloween night, we would not hand out candy. We would just wait. Did we go to church on Halloween? No, we didn't. There wouldn't be a service.
Did
on
you
Halloween.
hand out Bibles?
No. We didn't.
You handed out apples.
No,
you were
no.
That
Oh, you're that house.
Dude, there was this one house. He was a dentist, and he would hand out like
Apples?
hygiene kits.
Oh, you're
Oh
lame.
no.
Dude, those are the houses we would egg.
Yeah, yeah. That house teepeed.
That house gets teepeed and egged.
No, we would turn off the porch light and we would be like not home, and so we would not hand out candy or anything. So, yeah. Did you guys always, if you weren't trick or treating, you were handing out candy?
Oh yeah, yeah.
You too?
Yeah.
Your parents too?
Yeah, they would pass out candy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
well,
yeah, and you got to use the pillowcase. We're not using a tiny bag. Like
Yeah,
we're,
the pumpkin bucket.
no, we're
No,
filling up a pillowcase.
I'm not a toddler.
Because then you use that as a weapon when people try to take your candy.
Wait, people. Is this a thing? People try to steal your candy?
Bro, it's crazy out there.
I don't know if it's the same now, but back then there were no
that's
laws.
That's not being a treat in the streets. That's
That's just
so
the way the
mean.
world works.
So you could really get a wind up.
Yeah.
No, my candy.
The way you're talking about it leads me to believe that you know exactly what you're talking about. Like you've done this.
So is AJ. He
It
gets
happens,
it.
man.
That's crazy. The wind up is crazy. Okay.
I think we got to get into these stories.
Okay, let's do it.
Did you text it?
No, I wanted to wait so that
Okay.
way you wouldn't read
Okay,
it.
roomies, we're moving into our next segment, which you know from last year, spooky stories. And this year, AJ has curated these specific stories, and we've not read them, we've not seen them. We don't know what's coming. So AJ is going to text us the stories, and we will be reading them to you. Maybe we'll add some spooky music.
Yeah.
In
oh
post.
yeah.
In post, because we can do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to send them to you kind of like one at a time.
Okay, go ahead.
So Hannah's going to start off. She's
Okay.
got her story ready.
Okay.
Let me send Christopher his,
Okay.
and then we'll be good. Okay. Let's do it.
Okay, go ahead,
Okay.
Hannah. Is there like a title or you're just going to get into it?
I'm just gonna get
You
into
just
it.
get into it.
Okay.
Okay. You know that ringing sound that you will
Uh-huh.
go running it back. You know that ringing sound that you will perceive when you're in a very quiet area? Some people say this is an auditory illusion brought about by the ear's inability to detect frequencies below the threshold of the human senses. This is completely wrong. That ringing covers up something else altogether. If you're quick, patient, and maybe a little lucky, you'll be able to hear the past ringing. What you will hear are voices whispering to each other. They will silence themselves quickly, but with practice, you will become more adept at catching and interpreting what they are saying. You will hear things of the past, the present, and the future. However, you must be careful because there is no such thing as a voice without a body. And when you start noticing them, they will start noticing you.
Oh my gosh. I have goosebumps.
I know! That was spooky.
I can never be like in a silent room now.
That was spooky.
Okay.
So they kind of ramp up. I wanted us to get a little warmed up
Okay.
first.
This says not really a story, but I have noticed that almost any time I am walking alone at night through my town, street lights turn off as I pass them. Not all of them, but enough to make me think something wants me to be in the dark. Thankfully, I don't really walk the streets at night.
Are you reading or is this you?
No, this is me.
okay.
This is me reacting.
Ooh, thankfully I don't walk the street.
That's the story. It's a good thing I don't walk the streets at nighttime. And that's why I stay inside at night.
Yeah, and that's why we don't do Halloween. Okay, go.
Okay. When I was about 6 or 7 years old, my family decided to go on a summer vacation up to a little island in Maine. We rented out this old house on the water. From what I can remember, there were about 6 or 7 other houses on the island. Everyone else who lived there was in their 60 plus years of age, except for this mid-40s gentleman who fished on the water. His name was Bubba. I shit you not.
Bubba.
Anyway, the island was exceedingly creepy. Everything about the house was really old. Every piece of furniture from that house was probably over 60 years old. Not to mention, there was no television, no running water that was used through a well and a pump. Hundreds of books and pictures in the house dated through at least the last 100 years. To make things more pants-shittingly creepy, there was an infestation of rats in the backyard that would run around at night. Also, whenever we made dinner, all of the old ladies who lived in the houses on the island somehow knew and would show up and give us blueberry pie and fresh caught bluefish. It was really creepy. It was as if everyone knew what we were doing and when we did it. Long story short, a few nights into our stay at this house, my parents started hearing singing at night. They said that it would start and stop for about 20 to 30 minutes. The first few nights, they didn't think much of it. The following day, they asked around, but they couldn't find the source of the singing. The second to last night of the week-long stay, my whole family heard the singing, and we went outside to find out what was going on. It sounded like a choir of children. It really freaked all of us out, but we didn't want to ruin the trip. It was just very mysterious. The next day, my dad starts checking out some of the old photos and books in the library and finds this old scrapbook dated to the early 1920s. The house we were living in was once an old schoolhouse, and there was a picture of the boys' choir. We all shat brat and left the next day.
Oh my gosh. This is why I cannot do haunted houses. I can't.
That's scary.
That's scary.
Anything in Maine?
No.
Yeah.
Get me out.
An island?
No.
No.
That's scary.
Something
Can't.
about the Northeast really freaks me out. I don't know. That's a scary place.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
This apparently is a true story. Me and my roommate, we'll call him Steven, had a pretty big party for his 30th birthday. There was cake, balloons, weed, and booze. We were having a great time when one of Steven's friends tells him he'll give him $100 to go to the casino and gamble, but he has to gamble with him. My roommate says, hell yeah, they get ready to leave, so does everyone else, and the party ends. So eventually everyone leaves and it's just me. I clean up a bit, turn all the lights off in the apartment except my bedroom light, get into my nightwear and sit on my bed to watch some TV. As I'm sitting there, I keep hearing this dragging noise, followed 15 seconds later by a light plop. This goes on for 25 to 30 minutes, but I don't see anything out of the ordinary, so I figure maybe it's something going wrong with the fish tank. I keep hearing this for about 15 more minutes, thinking nothing of it, when some movement by my bedroom door catches my attention.
No.
One of the balloons we use for the party, a big number 0, is sitting at the threshold of my door, seemingly appearing out of nowhere. I just stare at it like, what the heck? Then, as if on cue, it moves inside my room, dragging the plastic bottom on the ground about half a foot, floats up about half a foot, floats forward about a foot very slowly, and plops the weight back down on the ground. Then it just sits there doing nothing, and a few minutes later, it would repeat. All this time, I'm sitting there, horrified. The balloon continues to move toward me and my bed until it plops down right at the edge of my bed and kind of leans in right in my face. I jump up, back the way, and searching for a logical explanation for what I just observed. Okay, that could be explained by a lot of things. Was the air conditioning on? Was the balloon?
Yeah, but you're in bed and the balloon
keeps
coming
moving toward you
on you, and it's literally in your face. That's not the air conditioning.
No.
That's not the air.
I can't read any more of these. I'm too spooked. Keep going.
Okay. Every time I've watched The Lion King, someone I know has died. Happened 3 times when I was a child.
What?
Always happened the same way. We'd be watching it as a family, and then the phone would ring during the movie, and we would receive the news of a relative dying. No one in my family has watched The Lion King since, like 15 years.
Well, good. No one's died.
That's so scary,
That's
though.
spooky.
Why The Lion King?
I know.
Like when
That's a
Mufasa
great
dies.
film. That's so sad.
Like right when he falls off the cliff.
They get the
Oh.
call.
They get the call.
No.
Oh,
No.
no.
Okay. Okay, here's the next one. I've got to share this crazy experience I had last night. I went for a late night hike in the woods near my house. Yeah, probably not the smartest idea, but I needed some fresh air to clear my head. It was around 3 a.m. when I found myself deep in the trees, flashlight in hand, when everything went silent. Like eerily silent. I felt a chill run down my spine, but I brushed it off just as just being out of the dark. I brushed it off as just being out in the dark. As I pushed deeper into the woods, I suddenly spotted something out of the corner of my eye. At first, I thought it was a trick of the light, but then I saw her, a ghostly figure, floating a few feet away. She was wearing a tattered white dress that seemed to shimmer in the moonlight, and her long hair flowed like smoke around her. I couldn't move. I was frozen in place. The closer I looked, the more I felt this overwhelming sense of sadness radiating from her. Then she raised her hand and pointed toward a clearing behind her. My heart was racing, and I was torn between running away and finding out what she wanted. The air around me felt charged, like something was about to happen. Just as I gathered the courage to step closer, the figure slowly faded into the mist, leaving behind a whisper that echoed in my mind, "Help me find peace."
Help me find peace.
Needless to say, I bolted back home, heart pounding and mind racing. I can't shake the feeling that she was trying to tell me something important. Has anyone else experienced anything like this?
No.
But I will tell you that Filipinos have a horror, what is it, like a urban legend or like a wives' tale about a ghostly figure like this. We call her the White Lady.
Oh.
And because she wears a white dress, so she's like a ghostly figure.
Yeah.
And I think it's probably similar to La Llorona in Latin American traditions, right? So, it's like we call her the White Lady, and she's like a ghostly figure. And sometimes you'll be driving late at night when it's all dark, and you'll just like see this lady on the street, and like you'll pass her, and then you'll look in the rearview mirror, and then like she'll be in your backseat.
No.
So scary stuff like that.
Have you? Sorry, side tangent.
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced any sort of
No, mama, no. Of course not.
We did together.
We?
Yes.
What did we do? Wait, I'm getting chills. What did we do?
Okay, I don't remember. I think Lorenzo and Danny like went to Kalinga. So it was just you and me in the house.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Yes. I'm getting chills thinking about that.
Okay.
Yes.
So we literally watched Queer Eye.
Yeah.
We went to bed.
Yeah.
And then I like, for whatever reason, before I went to bed, I like locked both of the cats in our room.
Yeah.
In my room. Thank goodness I did that.
Yeah.
Because when I woke up to go to the gym at like 5 a.m, our back door was flung wide open.
Wide
and it's
open.
pitch black in the house. Like, because it's like 4:30.
Yeah.
So it's pitch black. The door is wide open. It's freezing.
Yeah.
And I like almost go and wake Kris up.
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh, I don't want to bug him. So I just ran, closed the door, and then ran out of the house.
Did you lock it?
Yeah. And then I think I texted you.
Yeah.
But what was so creepy is because we're very vigilant about locking up at night. And
did we just not? Well, it's crazy that even if we didn't lock it, how did it get open?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, we have this theory because our landlord told us we can't go into the attic.
Oh my God, I'm getting chills.
Okay,
I'm getting chills.
No,
Hannah, stop.
Remember, you don't live there anymore. You're fine.
I know.
And the guy who, it was a workplace, like the guy had a business and he lived there, he died.
Yeah.
Which is why.
It was a place of business before it was converted into a house.
He died, which is why the house is how it is now. They redid it and rented it out.
It's kind of like weirdly
set up
the arrangement, yeah.
But that's not the first thing we've experienced. Like,
no. Wait, since I moved out?
Yeah. So there was another thing. This happened multiple times.
Yeah.
So we have an automatic feeder for the cats. And it's like it's a heavy duty thing because you're filling it full of food. Like there's weight to it and there's bowls attached to it so that it like goes down for my cat's food.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to move.
Yeah.
And so there was one night where like, you know where it is, like right by the kitchen.
Yeah.
So we woke up in the morning and it was all the way down the hall in front of John's door.
The cats must have moved it.
How?
Was it full of food?
Yes.
It was full of food.
Yes. How is Leslie gonna unplug it from the wall and drag it all the way over?
I have chills. So what happened?
So I don't know. Like, I'm convinced John sleepwalks. I don't know.
Oh, that was going to be my next answer.
Yeah.
Somebody sleepwalking.
But like, isn't that crazy?
So you woke up and you're like, what the heck? Why is this over here?
Because like Leslie will do, like sometimes if she's hungry, she'll jump on the counter. She'll try to like pull
Things off
bread,
the counter. Yeah.
like a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
There's no way that either of those cats could have.
Maybe they work together.
Maybe, but they'd have to unplug it.
Yeah.
And then like drag all of it all the way down the hall.
That's crazy.
I know. So.
Did you talk to your roomies?
Yeah. And we were just laughing like, okay, well, we can't make the ghost mad.
We don't know if he died in the house.
We don't know.
We just know that he died.
That's crazy.
Yee, that's
now that you brought up the back doors, that was gone from my memory until this moment.
And then there was one night. Oh my! I keep forgetting. This all happened within like 2 weeks.
Okay.
So there was one night where we were asleep, and then all of a sudden, Lorenzo like gets up, like he shoots out of bed, and like we just hear like this pounding.
Where?
We didn't know where. So Lorenzo like goes out to see what's going on. He couldn't find anything.
Where, pounding on the house or where? You
like
don't know
just
where?
like it sounded like someone was like maybe at a window or something and was like pounding.
I have chills, Hannah. Oh my gosh.
Man.
I can't believe I had all that in me. Like
we can't. Okay.
That's a lot of trauma.
That happened within like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I wonder if he died around that time.
Let's be done. Let's be done. I don't want any more.
There's more to get through, though.
Okay,
there's more
I have another one?
stories.
Okay, let's do one more each.
One more each.
Yeah.
I've got good ones.
Okay.
These are the best ones.
Okay, go.
Told this before a long time ago, but back when I was a kid, I used to sleep with a doll. One night,
not a doll.
One night, I woke up to a sneeze and my face was wet. I didn't sneeze. The only thing next to me was my doll.
Oh my gosh. Well, I feel like maybe an older brother was pranking them.
Maybe.
With a spray bottle.
That's very older brother.
Yeah. Okay, should I do the next one? Yes. Okay. My mom is the oldest of 6 children, and the oldest 5 are all 2 years apart from each other. So when she was in high school and around 16 or 17, she did a lot of babysitting for her siblings / my aunts and uncles. She's babysitting the family one night in winter, and the phone rings. It's the neighbor across the street. The neighbor tells her, "Don't turn around. We are looking at your house right now, and we can see you and your siblings watching TV, and we see the back of your head while you're sitting on the sofa." Oh my gosh. So my mom says, "Okay, this is weird." Well, the neighbors say, "We also see a man right outside the house staring right into the window of the room you and your siblings are all in. Don't move. Don't do anything. We've already called the cops." The cops show up just a few minutes later. The man flees the scene and was never caught. But being winter, there was a dusting of snow on the ground and there was footprints all around the house, stopping at every window. Ah!
No.
Imagine.
No.
That's crazy.
Absolutely not.
No.
I'm moving.
Yeah. No. We're installing Ring cameras on every wall of the house. Oh my gosh. Okay, go.
Okay. My husband was working out of town, so I decided to stay with my mom for the week. One night, it was raining hard and I was too tired / lazy to shut the blinds when I went to bed.
Oh no.
Shut the blinds. That's the first mistake.
Shut the blinds, mama.
You can't be that lazy. You cannot
You're home
be that
alone.
lazy.
Your husband's out of town. You're not gonna shut the blinds?
No, girly.
You're dumb. You're dumb.
This didn't bother me as the blinds make all the difference when I sleep with an eye mask anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
No, that doesn't. I'm mad at her.
At some point in the middle of the night, I could hear a gentle tapping on the window, which soon turned into an aggressive knocking. I was frozen with fear, too scared to even breathe, knowing whoever was knocking on the window could see everything inside, including me. Long after the knocking stopped, I still didn't move until I heard my mom wake up in the morning. It wasn't until we went to walk the dog that the old lady from across the road came running out and asked me if my husband got to work okay. Confused, my mom asked what she was talking about. Your husband set off my Ring doorbell yesterday, knocking on your window and trying your front door, but couldn't get in. After watching him drenched in the rain for 40 minutes, I decided to call over. He explained he had lost his keys and had to be up for work, but couldn't get in. I let him sleep here the night, and he left for work early this morning. She showed us the footage. This was not my husband. I drove home that day.
Oh
no.
You're gonna
let him sleep
You're gonna
there?
I'm sorry.
How you not even know who your neighbor is and you just let him? Yeah, I'm her husband.
Okay. Have a sleepover.
Oh no. These stories are getting worse. Okay, next one. I had just moved into a dormitory with a new dorm with 18 floors. I didn't really want to stay there because the 13th floor used to be a hospital ward for soldiers.
No.
Right there.
No.
Right there.
No.
I'm sorry, what? It used to be a what? The 13th floor used to be a what? Sorry. No. I won't be staying there. It used to be the 13th floor used to be a hospital ward for soldiers and many had died there. No.
Absolutely not.
Due to that, the lift never stopped on the 13th floor
because it should.
Yeah, because it was said to be haunted. However, I had no choice because my previous accommodation was under reconstruction, so the move was sudden. Okay?
No, there's other places.
There's no other place? Anyway, back to the story. My room was on the 16th floor and I worked the graveyard shift. Every time I came home at 3 a.m., I would always ride the elevator with a male doctor who said he also came from work and his room was on the 15th floor, which was true. We would always meet in the elevator and chat and laugh together. Then one time at 3 a.m., we were in the elevator together, but for some reason, the elevator suddenly stopped on the 13th floor, which I feared. A man in a hospital gown wearing a red bangle on his arm, the kind used for the dead, was running toward us.
No.
I quickly pressed the button to close the elevator door and then got it closed. Then the doctor asked me, it looked like that man wanted to get on. Why did you close it? And then I said, did you notice the red bangle on his arm? This floor used to be a hospital. They put those on the dead. And then the doctor slowly raising his hand to reveal a red bangle.
No.
Like this?
No.
No. Imagine. Imagine. He's like, oh, you mean like this? I would have been.
I would have passed out.
Yeah.
I would have peed in my pants. I'd have passed out.
I would have moved out immediately.
But you're stuck in the elevator with him. You still have to go up.
No, but like.
I'm killing him.
You can't kill him. He's already dead. He's already dead. No, I don't know.
That's the one that I read yesterday and at the competition.
Yeah.
I was like, oh gosh.
No.
All right.
Let's.
Okay.
Hannah, you have the last one.
Okay,
Okay.
Hannah, go.
When I was really little, my parents would let me stay up late on weekends and watch TV until I fell asleep. I really loved these times and would stay up later than anybody else just because I could. Well, one night I was almost asleep on the couch when I heard a noise on our front porch. It was the sound of our old-fashioned porch swing moving back and forth.
Not a porch swing, please.
I was a little scared, so I crept toward the bay windows of my living room and peeked out towards the porch. Sitting on my front porch was an older woman, probably in her 50s, wearing nothing but a nightgown, covered in blood and holding a huge kitchen knife. I flipped out, immediately ran screaming into my parents' room, but was too terrified to form words. My parents saw that I was upset, but when I finally was able to tell them what I saw, my dad got really angry and told me it was just a dream and to go back to bed. You're
dumb.
You're not gonna just check?
You're dumb.
You're not gonna check.
What? That's not good parenting.
No. I refused and kept crying and screaming until he had enough and snatched my arm and dragged me towards the front door to prove that nothing was there. Oh no. I kicked and screamed all the way, trying to make him stop, but he kept pulling me. Finally, we got to the door. He unlocked it, swung it open, and said, "See, there's nothing that..." And to this day, I have never seen the look of fear and shock that was on his face.
What?
When that woman turned around and slowly stared at both of us and stood up with the knife. My dad slammed the door shut and got my mom to call the police while he went and got his gun. He went back to the door with a 12 gauge and cracked the door enough to stick the barrel out. He asked her what she was doing and she said, "Somebody killed my husband, but it wasn't me." My dad told her that the police were coming and she freaked out, grabbed the knife and walked away. Oh God,
Penny. Shh, Penny.
The police found her 15 minutes later trying to break into one of our neighbors' houses. I never slept in the living room again. Oh, yeah. I forgot that after she left, my dad called and warned my uncle who lived next door what was happening. Apparently, he was waiting on his front porch with his shotgun when she walked by. He pointed it at her and just said, "Keep moving, bitch." And then there's an update. I just talked to my mom and she said that they never really found out the whole story, but apparently she was crazy and off her medication. Her and her husband got into a fight and she tried to attack him with a knife, but didn't seriously hurt him. When he got her out of the house, she cut herself with the knife, either trying to commit suicide or make it look like her husband did it. The police never talked to us about it, so that's just what they heard from the woman's neighbors.
Okay, well, that's turned out to be more sad than anything.
I thought the uncle part of the story was so funny.
Keep moving, bitch.
He's just on the front porch and he's got a cigarette. It's like fucking 2 a.m. and he's just like, "Keep it moving, bitch." And she's just like this, like
covered in blood.
Not you as Dorothy doing that.
No, they keep moving, bitch. As Dorothy.
It's Dorothy.
Oh,
Keep it moving, bitch.
those were spooky.
I'm glad we're doing this during the day because I am spooked.
I don't want to go to my car right now.
That doctor one got me.
Yeah.
The doctor one, I loved that one. That one was so
Oh,
good.
what a twist.
Man.
What a twist.
Wow. Okay. Well, go ahead and ring this ghostly bell.
Oh my God, imagine hearing that in the middle of the night.
Oh no!
I'd be like, Kris.
You're like, Kris, get out of here.
It's been real. It's been fun.
Ew. Roomies. Okay, we're getting unhinged, so we're gonna let you go. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you
these
for
PSLs. The caffeine is.
No, yeah. The PSLs are hitting. Follow us on the socials. Thank you for listening to these spooky stories and joining us on this our second Halloween episode.
I know.
So go and listen to the other one.
The big toe.
Oh, go and listen to last year's.
We should post that clip again.
Yeah, the
Okay.
big toe.
The big toe.
And also, so follow us on the socials and give us the ratings on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Also, please sign up for the Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
We did a little switcheroo. I know that before we said that the first little bonus video was going to be the juicy questions, but we thought in honor of a spooky season that we would do the haunted car wash instead. So if you haven't signed up for that,
it was fun.
It was spooky and fun.
It was a lot of fun.
So we've got that up right now. Go and subscribe and watch that if you want 20 minutes of us just screaming.
Just feral. Like we're feral. And we ended it with a little treat.
A little treat.
We treated ourselves.
A treat in the streets, if you will.
In the streets.
Like we always say, a treat in the streets. Final Halloween thought.
Title of app. Treat in the streets.
That's the name of this episode.
Title of app.
Treat in the streets. Well, until next time, it's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. Bye.
Move, bitch. Wait.
Keep it moving, bitch.